Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color, and this is the reading for the collective for the week of March 13th through the 20th. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer private readings. I also offer lovely textiles, just like in back of me, scarves, t-shirts, pocket squares, totes. I have astrology tees. I'm wearing Libra, Justice, which is pretty fabulous, actually, and mugs as well. Please visit my website, ripecolor.com. You viewers, you know I will be in Mexico. Trying to gather myself, basically. The 12th. So, you see this? I will be in Mexico. Become a member of the channel, then you get to access the weekly readings by sign. It's $2.99 a month, and it would really help support the channel. And I'm going to be doing a lot of, looks like I'm going to be doing some travel videos, some other tarot videos, some art videos. I already made the art videos. So I think they should be up really soon, really soon. Okay, let's see what's going on for the collective for the 13th through the 20th. 1, 2, 3. Very interesting. Okay. So, I mean, we begin with two big cards. So we have the Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. The Lovers, really, especially here, you know, the Lovers can sometimes be about love, but most times it's about a choice. It's also about duality. It's about combining energies. And there's an energy of a contract, right? There's this energy of a social or a spiritual contract. I think it's a spiritual contract. The reason I say that is we begin with the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a fascinating card. The Hanged Man is really about pausing, reflecting, seeing things from a different angle, having a new perspective. There's an element in this card of self-sacrifice. There's this element of a willing self-sacrifice. It's like, I'm willing to let go of the way I used to think about things. I'm willing to let go of a habit because, you know, I'm seeing things in a different light. I'm seeing things upside down. I'm seeing things from a new perspective. So because of that, I've become willing to let go of certain things, maybe in order to gain access to other things. And it's like a spiritual reflection, basically. You know, a reflective time in terms of one's spirit about, you know, what's important, what's not important, what do I need to let go of. You know, it's like a cleaning, like a spring cleaning, which makes sense. You know, it's a spring reading. And then I get the 10. So the 10 is a really interesting card. 10s are always about completion. So there might be something that you've completed, right? So, you know, so the 10 is, you know, it's physical because it's, the pentacles are physical. So, you know, there could be a completion of something physical. So that could be a place you're moving or a place you're living or a business or sometimes have something to do with like family. This could have something to do with family, with intergenerational relationships, family secrets. I don't know if you hear the background noise. I have like this microphone that eliminates the background noise, but if you heard it, it's not crazy. So we begin with this like reflection, something to do with a completion of something, right? And then I think what's going on is like you're going to reflect on what's the contract that I have? What's the social, spiritual contract that I have with others with myself, with the world, with God. Pretty interesting beginning, to say the least. All right, so I have a 7. So 7's about confidence. Also, you have to remember with this guy, he's got the high ground. So he's going to be okay. Sometimes, you know, you're at a certain position or a place in your life where it's sort of like, oh, is this going to work out? Oh, I have all these things overwhelming me, but it's like you've got the high ground. So be confident in your passion. Oh, another reflection of God. So both of these are like heavy duty reflection. The only other one that I can think of offhand that does that is the 4 of Swords. But this is the Hermit. So this is about wisdom. This is about knowledge. This is about looking. This is about scholarship. And this is about a deep dive and looking. This is like the one who, and I always think of it as Isaac Newton. If you ever read about Isaac Newton, he was a little crazed, and he had to figure things out, and he barely left the room and barely bathed, and he was a little crazed. This is like this energy of, and it's mental in a lot of ways because it's a part of Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. But there's this energy here of, I am going to look deep into myself and let my soul lead me. That this is the light of one's soul that one holds in front of one, right? And that's the lantern that leads you through the path. Oh, my new favorite card. So, considering, you're giving something up, and it might have to do with business or with family or with, a complete ending, right? And, really reflecting on what the contract is, right? And then comes the Tower. So the Tower is really about this outside influence coming and shaking things up, saying, what I'm beginning to really realize the Tower is, because I've gone through my own Tower moment recently. The Tower is really this energy of you're vibrating higher, and your soul wants you to move into a place. Change is never comfortable, but it's like your soul wants you to move into a place that's more benefic for you, that has more opportunities, that is more, it's almost like this was like a castle in the sky. It's like the Tower of Babel, basically. It's kind of like the Tower of Babel, and it's sort of like, no, because the end of the day, like the understanding in the Bible of the Tower of Babel, so they want to reach God, right? And so it's destroyed, and they all start speaking different languages, blah, blah, blah. But I think what it's really about in a lot of ways is, it's like, well, maybe you're on, you're looking for the right thing on the wrong path, right? You're looking for the right thing, but you're on the wrong path. So it's like, it's this shift in path. It's this like, because what happens here is that these little flames that are coming out, right? Those are seeds of something new. Those are seeds of something new. The other thing about the Tower is that it's the crown chakra. So, it's like the one that's closest to God, sort of speak. I mean, the earth has its own God energy too, or, creation energy. But it's almost like sometimes it comes through in this inspirational or sort of mind altering sort of, wow, it's like a lightning bolt. It is a lightning bolt. It's a lightning bolt that comes through, and it's like, the contract that I've had doesn't really work anymore. And I'm willing to give something up in order to do my soul's mission, right? In order to be led by my soul. Lots of choices. It's another 7. So it's interesting because 7s are about confidence. So it's my second 7. Wow, what a reading. So, okay, maybe this whole Tower thing, this thing that you had established, It was based in an illusion, right? And then you really see it. You really, really see it. Because this is like the truth that can't be untold. This is like, sometimes, you see, it's like, well, I've been doing this thing and I'm no. And then all of a sudden, like this moment of clarity comes through, because this is sort of a moment of clarity too, comes through. And this is a moment of clarity. And this is a moment of clarity comes through. And it's like, this isn't what I want at all. This isn't what I want at all. I was totally on one path, and this isn't what I want at all. And, sometimes it's very jarring because, you based so much stuff on it. But at the same time, it's like, well, it's good to know what you don't want. Yeah. And then you're going to have choices. And then you're going to have choices. And you might need to rely on your instinct. You might need to rely on not necessarily seeing things, right? Because she's blindfolded, but maybe intuiting things, or maybe hearing things. Yep, new ideas coming through. And another reflection card. So it's going to be a very reflective month. It's going to be one of these months where it's like this time to sit back and really, really reflect. I mean, I feel like I'm giving my own reading. Really, really reflect on what it is that I want, what it is that I am willing to do, how am I going to attain my goals, what didn't work in the past, and take responsibility for it, right? You take responsibility. It's like, okay, thank goodness, I finally got a good card. And I think the ultimate goal is to be emotionally satisfied, right? To, feel like you're at home, to feel like you're secure emotionally, probably financially, and the gift is coming. The gift is out there. It's almost like, so, I'll talk about myself because I talk about myself a lot. And also because that way it's like, well, I'm putting it into something that's more, understandable. So, my apartment that had a fire, I've been living there for 30 years and it's very inexpensive. It's in New York. It's kind of golden handcuffs. It was kind of golden handcuffs. There was something that kept me stuck there, right? It's like, I could never live anywhere else because it's so cheap and, and it's like, well, you might have to live somewhere else because, you can't live in an apartment that has no electricity and no windows. And even though it's been this really, really challenging episode, let's say, situation, it's helped me to really see and realize a lot of how I've operated and a lot of the stuff I've had in my life, and even though it's really difficult, it's like there's part of me that feels like, be confident, it's going to be okay. Like, be confident that, the gift is coming, the intuition is there, and, this is where it ends up. So, a very interesting, self-reflective, a deep dive into who you are, what you want, what you're looking for. I don't think I have them in order anymore, but I'm going to show you all the cards. Ta-da! Look at that. There you go. There you go. Let me throw. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with disappointment and build something new. All right. Right. This is a change in the way you thought, you felt about something. This could easily be, disappointment and depression and blah, 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 blah. But it's also, at the end of the day, it's a 5. So it's a change in the way you felt about something. And, there might be, so there might be things about that whatever went down that you feel remorseful or depressed, etc. about, but you still got 2 cups. All is not lost. And then, you get this community helping you build something new in a creative way. So it should be a very, very, very interesting week, and we're going into the solstice. So it's time to shift your priorities and think about what you want to plant in the garden. What do you want to plant in the garden for this spring and summer and fall? Blessings to you. Thanks for tuning in. Please become a member. Please visit my website, and see you soon. Blessings.